Hi folks, welcome back to another episode. So we are nearing the finish line, or at the very least nearing the completion line. I was just doing a few wee odd jobs and stuff about the van yesterday. It was peeing a rain, so I couldn't really grab the camera and stuff because I was trying to get it done against the rain. But take a look at what I've done here. So if you've got a Renault Trafic, you'll know when you take the bulkhead out, you're just going to have bare lines down the sides and down there. But as you can see in Dobby 2.0, we have nice clean lines. And let me tell you how I did it. So this is the column when you take the bulkhead off. As you can see, it just looks horrible, and carpeting it isn't going to be enough due to the gap. And like all my previous builds, we go back to the old reliable, the cardboard, to template the shape. As you can see in this video here, we do have a nice edge to scribe from. And then we just cut it out. And here I'm just testing the fit, so I'm using the original bolts for the old bulkhead to hold it up, as they are already there. And now I'm just working on the other side, and I've cut this in 2 bits because the desk is going to be there as well. Added some black carpet, and this is the finished result. So yesterday, because it was raining, I couldn't really do anything, so I thought, do you know what, let's just sit in the van and we'll get it done. But they are looking banging. I'm swirling with the idea of maybe taking the bolts out and putting black screws in. Let me know in the comments what you think I should do. But just look at how that feature wall just looks more prominent with the black now going down the outside. Just looks banging. Rick's going to say I copied him, but the truth is, everybody and their granny has seen these getting advertised on Facebook. I think he bought white versions. I've bought black versions, and it's just little dimmable touch lights. I think there is stickers, but we're going to screw it in, and the wee ball at the bottom there is magnetic, and they're pretty strong, so I don't think they're going to easily fall off. They feel solid, and I'm trying to get them off. Rechargeable, and they do have 3 dimming settings, but these are going to add some nice ambient mood lighting to the van. And if you've been on the channel a while, one of my pet peeves was having all the windows and not necessarily having any curtains. I used window covers and they were alright to some extent, but they just got a pain in the arse when you had to just keep putting them down the side of the bed and all that stuff. This time, and because Renault Trafics, Vivaros are so popular with camper vans, companies make products for these vans. And to do this right, I have bought sets of curtains for every single window. Let's get these installed first, and then we'll get the lights on. So if you want to go and pick these up for your Trafic or your Vivaro, your Primastar and stuff like that, I'll leave a link to them in the description, but you need to make sure that when you're ordering the curtains, you need to make sure that you're putting in whether it's a long wheelbase or a short wheelbase. So let's just pop it on and see. And there is pre-drilled screw holes as well, so we can just screw straight into it, which is nice. The curtains itself, are they blackout? They're alright. Hey. And we are up and running. It is going to pull the carpet away from the window a wee bit, so we just need to stick those bits down. So let's get one on and see how it looks. Oh, it's just so much easier when everything's on like the runners and it's got the clips on it, the curtains are cut to size, and then we just need to put the top ones in. I probably should have done that first. But what's good is these are actually pretty stretchy as well. There is buttons, as you can see here, but I think what I'm going to do is kind of the same in what I did with Dobby. I don't ever see me needing to bring the curtains away from this bit, so I don't mind attaching them to the sides, and the same there as well, because the only place that's going to get opened is pretty much in the middle here. We have curtains in the van, finally, so when these are closed over they will just sit like that kind of thing. Let's get the other 2 on now. I am not exaggerating when I say these took far longer than they should have, but they are up now. So they are looking banging. I am chuffed to bits with them. So I am going to get Velcro and I'm going to sew it onto the sides here. So then these can basically stay permanently tacked to the sides. And same with the ones there, and them. But let's see what it looks like when we close them all together. But my first set of curtains, and I think I got them from Caravans. I will leave a link to them in the description. So I have brought something from Dobby, and it was actually a subscriber that put me onto it. So being this is the bed, we've got windows at either side, and I love it because then we can choose what view we want to wake up to. But there was a subscriber that basically said maybe put a bit of wood up on the windows just in case, touch wood, someone tried to break in or smash the glass, basically where my head's at. So I have made up a template for a window board. Initially I was going to carpet it black. I'm going to cover it in the silver insulation, and then all we're going to do is basically just slot it under the curtains, and this will basically stop your pillows getting wet. There you are. And that fits in the window snugly, and it's not taking up that much more space. I think it's only like 3.5mm, but then when you bring these up, you're not going to notice the wood's under there. So I do need to wait on the silver insulation coming and the Velcro. That'll be here tomorrow. This board's just an element of safety, and I will feel better at night. I don't mind a brick coming through that window because my legs will get it first, but my head's going to be protected at that end. So aye, safety first. So the positioning where I was wanting to put these, I was wanting to put one at the door, so about here, and then that way it can twist round, and if I'm going outside at night or I'm coming in from the dark, especially in winter, I can then swivel it round and I can see the step when I'm getting in and stuff, and then you can swivel it round, maybe even as an uplighter. So the first one's going to go here, so let's get that locked in. And that is on there. So the next one, I'm going to do it in the opposite end, so basically up there. The only issue that I'm going to see here is with the speakers. I think the speakers will go about here. I'm not going to be able to get them completely matching. I just need to avoid the wires for the roof fan. We've put our first lights in Dobby 2.0. And the cool thing as well, because they are rechargeable and they're wireless, if I need to go outside at night or whatever, I can turn it on and then just detach it and have a wee light if I've not got my phone on me. So I'm going to call it there for the day because there's nothing else I need to do today. And the stuff to finish the windows and the window cover are coming tomorrow, so we'll pick it back up tomorrow. So the insulations came and we've now fixed the curtains. Check this. Shutting! How cool does that look? We've got the lights up as well. How good do the lights look? So with the curtains, I have took them all the way up to the side here. They aren't on buttons. I've put them on Velcro, and we've also done the window partition with insulation. Check this. You wouldn't think anything was there, and then when you pull the curtains back, shutting. And that is reversible, so it can go here if I want to lay my head there. And again, this is just a safety thing, as well as a condensation thing, so none of the water from condensation is going to get on and ruin the curtains and get them all mouldy. It's basically going to be on the other side of this board, and the other side is also reflective as well. I am chuffed to bits with these curtains, and we can have the window open as well. So guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. The curtains are now in. We have professionally made curtains on rails for the first time ever on the channel. We do still have a window panel, but again, that's for security and also condensation as well. So in the next episode, we are going to be doing the music studio, and we've already started. So guys, if you did go and enjoy the video, why not drop it a wee like and let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think of the van and how it's progressed. Let me know what you think about the curtains. Did they look too Amsterdam-y, where if you pay €1, a certain lady opens them? Let me know in the comments. And if you do want to keep up with the build, guys, and you want to see how I make my music studio, then don't forget to get subscribed and hit that bell notification so you're always notified when I drop a new video. So until the next one, guys, peace. That is now solid. I felt like the HS3s were the perfect middle ground between the HS3s and the 5s.